Nothing.
Nothing. That's not easy. I think life has come and it has come, and we accepted everything, and I always think it's coming for a reason.
And it was difficult,
Yeah.
but it enriched our lives.
Yeah. It makes you stronger, and it gives you another perspective on things, and you need to be thankful for everything which comes.
Yeah. But change anything? No. I would even try to enjoy life even more, if I could.
Yeah, I always say you need to be thankful what the Lord is giving you, and accept it as the way it comes.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I got my high school diploma through high school, because I dropped out of high school when I was like 18, 19, and I used to live in Franklin County, Virginia over here, and I moved 4 years ago and just never got my high school diploma. And I got a job actually at working at Walmart. I was doing pretty good. I never got my high school diploma until I lost my job at Walmart. Well, left Walmart, went to a different job, lost that job, and I couldn't find a job because I didn't have my GED. So I think it is dumb to have that every job that's out here that's kind of a decent job, you have to have a GED. I don't think, or like a high school diploma, I think that's kind of pointless. But yeah, make sure you get your GED, because you won't find a decent job without it. So that's one thing that I regret in life. It's not getting my high school diploma.
Wow. Pride. Being able to let go of that. I get teary when I think about it. Because that's what keeps us from experiencing a lot of the joys in life, is our pride.
Maybe also to tie into pride is being more selfless and stepping out of your own way to be able to help others that have either gone through the same things or are just going through something different that they need help with, but putting your feelings aside and just trying to help them get through what they need to get through, because you might be in a spot where you're okay, but then they're over there struggling. And I feel like it should be everyone's duty to help other people in need, whether it's not necessarily financially, but emotionally, even physically. Just a lot of things, really.
I would say just this idea, and again, I'm speaking in the context of my relationship with the Lord and understanding how that pride, does it just really get in the way, and trying through the last year and a half to understand what it means to become a little child in the best sense, and to commune with my God in that way, and just let Him carry us, There's a lot of times that I think I know better, I want to do it my way, and I miss out on those graces. I miss out on that fatherly care and comfort and consolation. So
I would like to be taller, because I play basketball and I don't think I'm still gonna grow anymore, but I hope that I do. I wish I could be maybe 6'10" or something like that.
I second guess myself a lot, even when I know I shouldn't. So I wish I could change that and be a little bit more confident in my decisions and what I want to do with myself. I think you're perfect. You're fine.
Yeah, I think I'm perfect, so that's...
You're perfect, Katie.
I don't know, how I go about handling certain situations. I might not necessarily think a lot before I do something, just kind of get right into it. But I kind of just won't think before I do something, just kind of I could probably take a minute and reassess the situation, stuff like that.
As a person, I'm more of a follower than a leader, particularly when more so looking at work. I tend to lack self-confidence in my own abilities to be able to do the work that I do, which leads me to sort of question whether I'm doing the right work. So I guess I wish I could somewhat change that in a way. At the same time, I've had opportunities and such to be able to reflect on myself in that way and be able to process those sorts of thoughts and feelings and challenge them to try to identify positive qualities about myself. So yeah.
Definitely need to lose some weight. Definitely. Cut out the pastries. No donuts. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with myself now. Most of the stuff I needed to change, I changed. I say cut out to all the partying and left all that life behind, so now I just need to cut the donuts out. Just getting older. I'm almost about 50 now, so sitting around, eating, taking care of my mom, going to work. That's about it. I come up here and do some hiking. I'm trying to get back into that a whole lot. Cut out about, 25 pounds. I'll be all right.
My procrastination. I have ADHD, and I just struggle to get like normal tasks done. I have to like mentally force myself to. And it makes things really hard. Just like tasks that you wouldn't think are hard become just like a war in my mind. So I really wish that I could just have the normal, like, I need to do this and I'm gonna do this and feel better after. I tell myself to get up. I'm just like, you need to get up. Like, there's no getting in your head and like, well, I'll do it later, or I don't want to do it right now, or that sounds overwhelming. I'm more overwhelmed when I'm not doing it. It's easier to get it over with. I feel better after. So I just kind of yell at myself a little bit, like, just get up. You're gonna feel better and you don't need to be so lazy. Time is life, and if you waste your time, you waste your life. So don't want to do that.
Maybe my hair color, because now it's my original hair color. It has it's graying, so I have to color it.
I feel like my attitude. I have like a really like hard attitude. It's like my way, and it's just like I don't really like want to change the way I think. And I think that's like something I need to do more, like have like a more of like a growth mindset than like a closed mindset. So I think that's something like I would want to change.
I wish I was more open to not new experiences per se, but I'm really bad with food. Okay, so I eat like the same 4 meals every week, over and over and over every meal. My breakfast is a baguette that I make myself, and my dinner is like one of 3 things. So I wish I was like willing to try more things and more adventurous with food. I think that opens a lot of doors to like go out with people and have fun and do things. And I kind of close those off by being like, yeah, let's go to a restaurant. I'm gonna order a grilled cheese and fries. And they're like, hey, we're going to New York. You gotta try New York pizza. It's like, tomato sauce, I'm good. So I close myself off to a lot of experiences because of that. So I would like to be able to try more food without getting anxious about it.
Focus has been a hard one for me, and I have a hard time saying no to things, and so I take a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and then like you just kind of find yourself in situations where you've got 8 balls in the air. You know, life happens, but I think like that would be one defining thing. Chaos is okay. Chaos is very good at times. It's what you need, but also being chaotic in the right way and being able to focus on the right things. Having that discernment is something that I'm still learning, so grateful for the opportunity, though.
One thing I wish that I could change physically is I've always been a thinner guy, and I wish that I could beef up a little bit, but it's so hard. I wish I could be a little more muscular. I've always been tall and thin, but that's not really a big thing. I guess one thing internally that I wish I could change would be, I wish I had a little more discipline, and I'm working on that every day. I know some people, I know a few folks who have it just almost inherently. They just bang, bang, bang. And for me, it's a challenge. So I'm really trying to work on that, just being a little more disciplined and taking, I guess, a little better care of my schedule and what I need to get done. And, I've almost eliminated the procrastination, but I wish I just had a little more discipline with my life.
Oh, wish I could change. Well, I have a real poor attention span, which makes doing some things difficult. So you always have to take into account that I got to keep refocusing what I'm trying to accomplish. So it'd be good to have a better attention span. I don't know what I'd trade off for that, though. I'd have to trade off something good to fix this other thing. I suspect attention span. Yeah, that would be a good thing.
Well, I'd like to lose some weight, so there's that. But that's kind of like, you could do that if you wanted to kind of thing. I'd like to be more successful. I don't know, do something I actually enjoy doing. I'm not really sure. That's a really interesting question. But I mean, it's not the worst thing. I mean, I just sell lumber, so it's not like a terrible job. It's not like I I'm out on the streets or anything. But I don't know. I'm not really sure.
I wish I was more talented. I feel like a very basic person. Yeah, like a base model. Not as cool. Not as cool, but like I could do more with my life. But I don't have all the faculties that other people might have. It's like an excuse for yourself.
I'm not gonna say that I don't like how emotional I am because I think it's good to feel, but I let little things affect me way more than I should. I like to over-dramatize a word? I don't think that's a word. Be over-dramatic about smaller things. Like, it can just, like, ruin a good day for me, like what could be a good day for me. It'll, like, affect my whole day when it's not something that should affect my whole day.
Introspecting oneself, it's not an easy thing. Like, I know, like, people can comment like various things about different people, but when it comes to yourself, like being honest to yourself, it's not an easy thing, I would say. Like, the day when you're honest to yourself, you'll not be a human being, you'll be a superhuman. That's what I would say. So when we talk about, like, introspecting, so be honest to yourself, listen to your inner thing, and try to adapt and change accordingly. Because the day when you do that, as I said, like, you'll be a superhuman, not human being, superhuman.
I'm actually at a place in life where I'm more accepting of myself than I've ever been. Easy answer is, yeah, I'd like to lose a little weight. But finding the discipline to do it is a little hard. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else at the moment. Not that I'm totally happy with myself, but I'm more accepting than I used to be. I think part of it is a little bit of maturity and age, realizing that God made me who I am. He looks at me and sees me as I am, and yes, faults and all, I'm dearly loved, so I can live with that,
I wish I could change some of my bad qualities. I wish I could be kind of less anxious. Like, I worry. I'm kind of a worrier. I worry about things a lot. I wish I could just, like, stop worrying so much all the time and sort of, like, live in the moment more.
Nothing. I was created in an image for a reason. I turned out the way I did for a reason. So what's the point in trying to please somebody else? I'm myself because I'm me. Just stop caring about other people's opinions. At the end of the day, it's me. It's not what somebody wants me to be, not what I would, like, the perfect image of somebody in a way. I'm me because I'm me. There's no way I should be. Just be yourself.
I'm fat. I mean, way fatter than I'd like to be, yeah. I've gained quite a bit of weight since I've changed lifestyles. I've noticed I'm definitely not as physically able to do the things I once was. Like, I was all-state football player in high school, on the powerlifting team. Don't look like it. I don't like that. But I'm working on that slowly too.
That I lost 10 years of my life because of the drinking. The 90s were... I don't remember the 90s really, because it was 10 years of excessive drinking. I can change it. These are 10 lost years, at least. More like 15.
Oh, my body, 100%. Like, that's what I'm trying to change. But I have some limitations that are just some defects that I can't physically change. That's the thing. If I could trade that out, I'd trade that out. But I am aware that I can change my mind. So I use my mind to be my tool to help me go forward. So if I had my choice and I had a magic wand, it would definitely be my body. I would heal it all. Hiking, yeah. Hiking. I've always, if I could get there by foot, I always did. So now I can't climb the mountain, but I can see what I can do. So it's that perspective. I wear a lot of braces, so I joke and say I come with some assembly required. So I still find ways to do the things I love, just maybe in a different perspective. Again, I know I talk a lot about that, but I think that's what I've learned, is that it's more about how you think about life than what really happens to you.
I wish that I could keep weight off a lot easier, instead of just like, I can get it off and then it comes back like twice as quick. So it's something that I'm working on constantly, but I wish that it could just stay off.
I think confidence. I lack at standing up for myself, and I've been trying to change that. Probably stems from the way I grew up and just trauma I experienced just with my parents and stuff.